Hi guys, welcome to another vlog. Today I am driving the Ford EcoSport. Well, this is the Ford My Key of the vehicle. This is a bit different from the Aspire key because it doesn't get, the boot thing and all. Well, this looks stunning from the front. You get a massive grille over there. Well, which adds, a proper SUV feeling to the vehicle. You get a sort of brushed finish over here, kind of glitter finish, probably I can tell you. Well, you get black color bumpers over here. That's the towing hook of the vehicle. Well, you get HID headlamps, which are not LEDs, but you get projector setup for that. You get DRLs here. These are the turn indicators, and that's the fog light. Only for the only thing you are benefit about this vehicle is that you get a HID headlamps, which would help you during extreme off-roading conditions or probably during the night times. Well, that's pretty much fake. Well, quickly let's open the engine bay of the vehicle. Well, this is a 1.5 liter diesel engine which produces 100 horsepower and 215 Newton meters of torque. Well, that's pretty much rigid and strong, I can tell you. Now, coming to the side, it looks so good. It's a subcompact SUV. You get roof rails on the top, and the ORVMs are kind of projected to the side, for the better aerodynamics or something like that. Now, coming to the tire sizes, Goodyear tires have been given. The tires happens to be 205/60 R16 wheels. The good thing about this vehicle is that all the four wheels plus the spare wheel happens to be alloy with a full size tire. And now for the front you get disc brakes, and for the rear you don't get disc brakes. Those are the drum brakes. Now coming to the rear, these tail lights look so good. These have been projected onto the body, which looks so kind of feeling so nice. You get chrome handles over here. Now that's the turn indicator. This is a titanium plus or probably the titanium yes or the sport variant which you are driving today. Well, from the rear it looks stunning. It looks so good. This is a massive spare tire of the vehicle. It has been given a cladding, to protect it from the outside thing. You get 4 parking sensors over here, and the reverse parking camera is hidden over here. Well, that's the reverse parking camera. Now, let me quickly show you the boot of the vehicle. Well, I guess Ford has to work on the EcoSport things. I expect this to be tilting up because in the parking situations this could be a problem. Well, boot space is pretty much clean and nice. You get a separate shelf over here to probably adjust the shelf over here if you're reclining the seats. This is a 60/40 split seat system. Well, that is the knob, pull up, and that it reclines, and this is the case here too. Well, that's how you increase the boot carrying capacity, and for that you can keep it like this, and yes, that's a steep layer over there. Now you get a rear wiper too. These are the rear defogger lines. That's a antenna over there. You get Ford badging over there, EcoSport written right over there. Now this is a diesel tank which is probably 50 liters. Well, now the doors feels pretty much solid and nice, rigid basically. So now you get a sort of leather treatment over here, and this is to keep stuff. This is to keep the water bottles over here. Well, let's get into the rear seats. Oh my god, I have forgot to turn off the the volume. Let me quickly. Yes. Well, seats are pretty much comfortable. Nice under thigh support. You get scooped out seat backs. This is to keep magazine holders. Ford brochure over here. You don't get rear receiving set here. That's the sunroof of the vehicle, which looks so cute, but it's so small, I can tell you. This car gets 6 airbags as standard, for the top trims basically. Now you get 3. You don't get a center headrest, but you get 2 adjustable headrests with a center armrest and twin cup holders, which kind of feels nice. But you get a center seat belt too. You get ISOFIX child seat mounts here. This is a passive shelf of the vehicle. Light has been placed here in a weird way, maybe to basically fit the sunroof over there. Well, the seats are pretty much comfortable. Nice treatment over here. It's a combination of both leather and premium upholstery, which kind of feels nice. Now let's get into the driver's side door. Well, you get passive entry for this, and for this system this has a cool feature. I'll quickly demonstrate it to you right now. Let's turn off the vehicle. Well, I have the key in my hand in order to lock. See, that's how you lock the doors. But the key is still in my pocket, and see, it lock. Now in order to open up this, you just need to keep your hand over here. See, that's how it unlocks. It's kind of feels so good and so premium. Well, the doors open pretty much wide and nice. Well, this is a kind of a grab handle for you. This is to lock and unlock the doors. This is to open up the door. These are the ORVM controls. This is to adjust the angle, and this is to retract the the ORVMs. All the windows aren't one touch up and down. You have to do it manually. Only the driver's side door happens to be one touch up and down. Well, door pockets are large enough. Manually adjustable driver's seat. I love the finish and fit quality Ford has given in making EcoSport. You have space to keep stuff here. This is the OBD box basically for the cable, and you have a compartment over here too. This is to open up the hood of the vehicle. The pedals have been finished in aluminium, which kind of feels so premium, so good and nice. Well, these are the headlight controls. This is for the auto function. This is to adjust the angle or basically the reach of that. Well, let's get into the vehicle. Well, seats are so comfortable, so nice, and this beautiful orange color stitched leather steering wheel kind of feels so good and nice to use. Well, that's the cluster of the vehicle. You have a tachometer on the left, speedometer on the right, and that's a small MID unit, and this is the engine temperature meter and the fuel tank indicator. These are the wiper controls. These are the controls for the windows. Steering feels pretty much nice to hold. Well, it also gets a cruise control with speed limiting function. This is to browse through that infotainment system. This is to cut the call, increase the volume, decrease the volume, and stuff like that. Well, this system feels kind of sleek and nice. You get multiple function over here. It also gets mobile apps, which means like you can even connect an iPhone and an Android probably. Well, this is a automatic climate control system. You get 2 USB ports. This is a traction control switch. That is space to keep your Ford key. That's a 12-way charging socket over there. This is a 5-speed manual. That's a gear rod. There is space to keep stuff. You get a center armrest too with a lot of storage over there. Well, space to keep stuff everywhere. The glove box isn't the large enough, but still it's kind of feels good to keep stuff. You can lock the doors both from the either side of the doors. Now the cabin feels so good. The windows are pretty much large enough. Gives a lot of air in feeling into the vehicle. Now on the co-driver's side sun blind, you get a mirror, but the light has to be manually adjusted, which is kind of feeling weird. Now for the driver's side, you don't get anything because of the FASTag, and this is your sunglass holder. This is a microphone control. Well, these are the light switches placed in a really awkward way. This is the IRVM of the vehicle, and now that's a sunroof. I'll show you one thing. Let's close the blind. Well, look at it. Voila, that's how it opens up. Well, brings in a lot of airy feeling, and but the sunroof isn't the big enough in the segment, so which is kind of feeling, I mean, it's not the, what could I probably say, it's not the biggest in the subcompact SUV segment. Well, let's close it. Enough. Horn feels nice and decent. The steering wheel is adjustable for both reach and rig. I hope. No, it's only for reach, I guess. Yes, it's adjustable for both reach and rig. For doing that. Well, it's adjustable for both reach and rig, which is kind of nice. Now let's play an audio right away. Lots of beats in this vehicle, which kind of feels nice. Is it still a fun to drive this vehicle? Let's get driving. Urge everyone to fasten your seat belts, check for all the doors to be locked. Safety is a must, please don't try to imitate. Now the cluster feels so good, I tell you. Well, if you increase or decrease the blower speed, it shows you the sign over there too, which is kind of cool. Well, it gets a reverse parking camera too, and it gets adaptive guidelines, which kind of feels nice. And you can increase, the magnifying level for the better park thing. Well, let's get driving and check what this vehicle has got. So let's get into the first gear. So let's slowly launch the vehicle so that I'll be getting used to the vehicle a bit. All the vehicles we'll be driving today will be diesel, except for the Figo, which will be probably a petrol variant. Well, let's stop the vehicle over here. Adjusting our driving position. Yes, it's all set now. Turning off the traction control system. Well, traction control system off right there. Well, now getting into the first gear. Revving the motor, revs till 5000 RPM. Off we go. Lot of wheel spin. All the Ford motors have done a great job in maintaining a proper torque band of 5000 RPM revving range. Well, this vehicle feels so good, so easy to maneuver. It's so rigid, and the seats pretty much hold you. It's like you're sitting in a couch or something, in which the bolsterings are holding me pretty much quick and nice, which is giving me a comfortable feel to drive. Well, this vehicle also get a speed warning at 80 km per hour, 8 as per the BS6 norms, and after 120 you get irritating beeps until and unless you lower your speed. That doesn't put off. Well, let's check the torque band, or basically the rev range of individual gearbox. Well, now we are into 5th gear, and now it's making easy 100 over here. And the vehicle feels so rigid, body roll is well contained. See, good amount of stiffness from this vehicle. There is great amount of feedback from the vehicle too. Steering feels so good to use, so comfortable to drive. And the cabin feels so good because the air conditioning works brilliantly well. Cools the cabin in no time, gives in a lot of airy feeling with the sunroof. And yes, it's a fun to car drive. Well, if we get a chance, we'll be taking you to the off-roading as well. But we have other cars to schedule, so we'll be wrapping the vlog soon once we have done the 0 to 100 and the torque band levels, or basically the gear shifts, in which how much the RPM is contained. Well, let's take a quick U-turn and check. Well, we'll just cross this junction because it's pretty much crowded today. Well, we have crossed it. Let's stop the vehicle for a bit here. Now into the first gear, revving the motor, revs till 5000 RPM. Off we go. Lot of wheel spin on offer. It's so fun to drive. Into the second gear, we are almost making 4500 RPM. Into the third gear, we are already crossed 3500 RPM and sticking around 100 km per hour. In the second gear itself, you can do a triple digit speed very easily, but I don't suggest you guys to do such because the rev range will be so high that the motor is very much stressed and there may be a compromise in the drive quality once you have driven it for years and years and years. Well, now we are into the fourth gear, we are still in 100. Well, the vehicle feels so good to drive, so comfortable, and the cabin feels so good, so decent, and it gives you a higher feeling as if you are sitting in an upright car. Because of the ground clearance increase, this ground clearance happens to be 200 mm, which is kind of nice. And well, it's so much fun to drive. I'm enjoying and loving to drive this vehicle. In the top model and for the automatic, you get a paddle shifters too, wherein you can adjust and have a fun to drive. In the sport mode, along with the paddle shifters, it adds sporty feel to the vehicle. Okay guys, we'll be back with another vlog. Take care, see you soon, bye. Well, I forgot to show you one quick 0 to 100 and the brakings of this vehicle, because Ford has been claiming that it has a brakes in the segment. Let's check what this vehicle has got. Revving the motor, rev till 5000 RPM. Off we go. On the brakes. The braking feels so good and nice. Don't try this at home. Take care. Bye.